Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with my Ohio State Buckeyes Wisconsin Badgers Week 9 game recap as the Buckeyes went into Camp Randall, one of the most hostile environments in college football, under the lights on NBC, and they came out with a somewhat impressive 24-10 victory to improve to 8-0 on the season. And the way our schedule is looking, there's a very good chance that the Buckeyes go into the game on November 25th against the team up north in Ann Arbor undefeated. Unless, God forbid, we get caught looking ahead. But if I know Ryan Day and company, our coaches, they're going to have those guys ready. They ain't going to be caught looking ahead. No, I doubt that. No. Because I know they've had that game circled on the calendar since last year's game ended. But they got to focus on their next opponent, right? Focus on the opponent in front of you. Don't be looking ahead, because that's where you could get smacked. We've seen it happen many times, not just to the Buckeyes, but to other teams in college football. You know, there's a big game coming up the week after, they get caught looking ahead, and then the team they're facing that week smacks them in the mouth, and they get stunned, and then they wind up losing. And damn, there goes all the momentum, right? Can't have that. But you look at how this game went, and I'm just going to say it right now. This was the Harrison and Henderson game. Travion Henderson, 24 carries, 162 yards, and one touchdown in his return after missing the last 3 games due to, I believe it was a foot injury. They didn't really specify. But yeah, he was out for the last couple weeks due to an injury. He came back and he looked like he hadn't missed any time at all, right? He didn't lose a step at all. I mean, 24 carries, 162 yards, and a touchdown. I knew as that game went on, he was going to break one at some point, just the way that he was running. And sure enough, at the end, he broke one and essentially put the dagger in the Badgers' heart. Xavier Johnson had 4 carries for 29 yards. Chip Trainum had 6 for 13. Yeah, but through the air, Marvin Harrison Jr., 6 receptions, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travion Henderson, 4 receptions, 45 yards. Julian Fleming, 2 for 19. G. Scott even got involved, 2 for 18. Carnell Tate had 1 for 14. And Chip Trainum, 2 for 7. Overall, good job spreading the ball around. But yeah, it became clear that Kyle McCord was kind of going towards Marvin Harrison a lot, and the defense kind of locked into that. And that led to 2 very bad interceptions for Kyle. One of them was in the end zone, fresh off of getting a first down off of a very bad taunting penalty, right? Wisconsin had just got the stop. And for some reason, one of the Wisconsin defenders decided to stand over one of our guys and taunt him, and that gave us a free first down. And then Kyle, immediately after, throws a very bad interception. Yeah, not his best game in that department. But overall, Kyle McCord, 17 for 26, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, good stuff. Defensively, we did get 2 sacks from Jordan Hancock and Tyleek Williams. That was good to see. But yeah, Kyle McCord could definitely be better. Now, I will say this. If he plays like he played tonight in any of these next 4 games, yeah, we might be in trouble, right? Because he was missing some guys and those interceptions, man. My God, I wanted to freaking throw my remote at my TV when I saw that last one. Like, what is this dude looking at? Like, seriously, what did this dude see? I was legit wondering, do we have to get this dude's eyes checked or something? Like, how did he not see the defender lurking right there? Because, of course, he's trying to force it to Marvin Harrison, and the defender baited him. The defender had Kyle thinking he had Marv, but instead it ends up being an interception. I'm sure Kyle's going to be punching himself in the face watching that tape this week. Mhm. Yeah, he has to do better with the ball because there are teams that would make us pay for mistakes like that. Luckily, our defense was on point tonight to where Wisconsin didn't really beat us that bad. Although Wisconsin should have had a touchdown earlier, remember, before half, but the receiver's knee hit the turf. So, no touchdown there. They ended up with 3 points. So that was a big part of the game too. And Braylon Allen got hurt. So hopefully he's all right. Hate to see running backs go down, although, hate to see guys go down in general, especially running backs when they're a key piece of that team's offense. I mean, we saw that a couple years ago with Mo Ibrahim in Minnesota. Remember that? And of course, Travion Henderson on the Buckeyes right now. He's dealt with some injuries. And Trey's a key piece of the offense. And when he's out, yeah, we see what happens. Our run game practically disappears. But yeah, overall, tonight, 43 carries, 181 yards and a touchdown on the ground, 17 receptions, 226 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Love to see it. Now, with that being said, let's get into my 3 post game observations. All right. I almost said 3 keys to victory. It's like, no, no. No, we're getting into the post game observations. So, observation number 1, like I said earlier, this was the Harrison and Henderson game. Without those two, I don't know what happens. We probably lose because those two guys carried the offense tonight. Number 2, McCord is not on Justin and CJ's level. It's hard facts, but that's just the way it is, right? Hate to say it, but it's true. Compared to Justin and CJ, McCord just isn't on their level. It's not really a bad thing. It's just those two are elite. McCord's not really elite. He's good, don't get me wrong. He's a 5-star coming out of high school. But compared to those two, oh, I don't know about that. Just not on their level. And then number 3, this defense is so good because after those mistakes, the defense never folded. Gave up 10 points to a really good Wisconsin team, especially with that rushing attack of theirs. In fact, let's take a look and see how the Badgers did. 25 carries, 94 yards on the ground. Braylon Allen, 10 carries, 50 yards before he went down. Jackson Acker, 9 for 34. Bruh. Braden Locke, 5 for 14. Now, Locke, in general, 18 of 39, 165 yards and 1 touchdown. And in terms of how the receivers did, 4 receptions, 51 yards and a touchdown for Will Pauling. He is really the only one that did anything. Bryson Green had 2 for 46. Skylar Bell, 4 for 26. Jackson Acker, 5 for 20. Vinny Anthony II, 1 for 15. CJ Williams, 1 for 7. And Braylon Allen, no, Adams came from. My God. Oh, look at me fumbling my words. Like, I'm a cord. Oh, God. 1 reception for Braylon Allen. No yards. Ay, ay, ay. It's late. Now, they did get 4 sacks on Kyle. One from, what the heck, Maima Jungmed? Wow, sorry if I butchered that name. Holy crap. Jake Chaney had 1. CJ Getz had 1. And I guess that's it. Doesn't show anyone else having a sack, but yet it says they had 4. So, oh well. But yeah, with that being said, that's all for the observations. And as you can imagine, when it comes to my game MVP, I actually got co MVPs for this game, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Travion Henderson. Because, like I said, without them, who knows what our offense does tonight, right? Because they carried the offense big time tonight. And I appreciate them for that. They made it easy for Kyle. Because, yeah, it was not an easy game for Kyle, that's for sure. Not at all. To be fair, Kyle went into 2 of the most hostile environments, that being South Bend and Camp Randall, and he won. So, got to give him, a round of applause for that, right? Because he's going to need to get that experience because, of course, at the end of the year, he's got to go into the big house in Ann Arbor and try to beat our freaking rival, a team that's been beating us the last 2 years. And of course, they're under investigation for cheating. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you guys later. I'm Crazy Dog coming at you on the Bucking Crazy YouTube channel. Let's go Buckeyes. OH. I'm out. 8-0, baby. Let's go 9-0. We got Rutgers next week. What to do? Rutgers! Yay! At noon on CBS. Woo! Bye-bye.